Hey y'all, so of course we are starting off with primer. Of course, you guys know I love my e.l.f. primer. Like literally this is my holy grail. Like I have other primers that I use, but I feel like if I don't use the e.l.f. primer, like my makeup is not gonna come out right, and it's crazy. I haven't even tried the milk primer yet, but I'm really hooked onto the e.l.f. primer. And then of course I did go ahead and moisturize my face before I applied my primer. And yeah, so now I'm just going in with my brows. I'm just brushing them backwards and then fixing my hair. And y'all don't mind my lace. Like my wig is gonna come off. Well, as we're speaking, my wig is already off, but excuse my lace. I had my wig on for like 3 days, and y'all know how your lace starts lifting and looking crazy after 3 days. So don't mind that. But I'm just sharpening my pencil. I know y'all can't see, but yeah, I'm just sharpening my pencil. And then I will go in and fill in my eyebrows. And then my eyebrow pencil is just a brown pencil from Amazon, and the brand is Wet n Wild. So you guys can find this pencil on my Amazon storefront if you are interested. I will have my Amazon storefront down below. Half of the makeup products actually that I use are from my Amazon storefront. So you guys can definitely find at least, I want to say, 80% or 85% of the makeup products that I use right in my Amazon storefront. Okay, so now I am gonna go in with my Holy Grail. This is another one of my favorite products. This is the e.l.f. concealer. I use the shade Tan Sand, and I'm just outlining the underneath my eyebrows just so I could shape my eyebrows. And then I will go in with a brush just to like even it out. And then as y'all can see, I'm just still fixing my hair. Like I really wish I had a scrunchie at that point, but I was just like, I'm not finna get up for that. But yeah, my hair was all over my face, if you guys, especially because of the primer as well. Y'all know the primer is really sticky, so my hair kept getting caught in my face, child. Like I said, I do wish I had a scrunchie, but it was too late at that point for me to even get up to get a scrunchie. But anyways, as y'all can see, I'm just outlining underneath my eyebrows just to give them a little shape and just to outline them and make them sharp. Now I am going in with my foundation, and that is the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal Foundation. I love, y'all hear me? I love. I heard that this foundation is a dupe for the Makeup Forever. I haven't really tried, well, I've never tried the Makeup Forever foundation. So if this $10 foundation is just as good, I could just imagine, okay, the 45, I don't know, I think it's 45 or $50, but I could just imagine how good the Makeup Forever one is. But as y'all can see, y'all see how it blends out so seamlessly, and then this foundation is perfect for every day. I would say it is full coverage, so I'm not, if I'm being totally honest, it is full coverage. However, you can build it up. I do like to go in with like 2 coats of foundation because I do like full coverage, but this foundation is pretty full coverage in general, so I would say it is good for every day, even though it is full coverage. But depending on the coverage that you want, if you want a light coverage, then I wouldn't totally recommend that. But if you still want like a natural everyday look, you can still pass with this foundation because you're not going to really add like much other product to your face. And you guys are going to see what I mean when I say that as the video goes on. So I'm just blending. Blending is key, okay? Like, good makeup requires a lot of blending. And then now I'm just putting a little bit on my face just so that I could outline the top of my eyebrows. I used to outline the top of my eyebrows with concealer, but I realized that it's too light. So I just outline the bottom with the concealer, and then I will outline the top with like whatever foundation that I'm using, just so it doesn't look like crazy, or just so it doesn't look like out of color or like not blended properly. So yeah, I'm just outlining the top of my eyebrows, and then now I'm gonna go ahead with concealer again. This is the same Tan Sand concealer, and I'm just adding 1 coat on an everyday basis. Like when I do my makeup, sometimes depending on the coverage that I want, I do 1 or 2 coats, but this is for like a quick 10-minute, 15 minute makeup look where you're not really adding too much on your face, but you still want to look, you know, awake. You still want to look pretty. So that's another color I'm going in with. That one I believe is in medium beige, and it's just a lighter color. I go in with that because I do like a nice bright awakey under eye. So yeah, I do let my concealer sit for about a minute or so, and then I go and blend it out with a powder puff. I have been obsessed with these powder puffs, y'all. Like, I used to blend out my makeup using a sponge. Ever since I seen a TikTok the girl was using a powder puff, I've never went back. Like, I haven't used a sponge, I want to say, in about a month and a half to 2 months. I really just feel like the powder puff, it doesn't absorb and take the product away as the wet beauty blender would. Like, the beauty blender, it does blend really seamlessly, but it does take away, I'm not gonna say most of the product, but it does take away some of that product because it's wet. Now the sponge, I don't use it wet, so it just blends out naturally, literally blends out like butter. Like, you guys can see for yourself, like, it is blending out like butter. Okay, so I would definitely recommend you using a powder puff, at least trying it. You can't knock it. At least try it and see how you like it. And then, like I said, these powder puffs are also on my Amazon storefront under the makeup section. So now, of course, we have to keep those lips moisturized. Okay, so now I'm using my lip oil. This is also available on my website. This one is the one in coconut. As y'all can see, it's almost done because I be running through these every single day because they really keep your lips moisturized. And like I said, these are on my website. I'm going to have my cosmetic website linked down below as well. Now for powder, for setting powder, I do use Sacha Buttercup as well as Laura Mercier. So I also mix them because the Laura Mercier is a little bit like on the white side, with the Sacha Buttercup is more on the yellow side. So I mix them to get like that perfect color for my under eye, and I love it. Honestly, I really do love it. The Sacha Buttercup is also on my storefront at Amazon. I've never seen that powder in store, so I do think it is only on Amazon. And then I did get the Laura Mercier from Walmart when they were having a sale. I want to say months ago. It was like $11. And I was like, oh, let me try it. And then I love it. Ever since then, I was like, okay, I love this powder. Like, I love it. So I do go in with just a little bit on an everyday basis when I'm just doing like a 10-minute makeup look. I don't necessarily bake. And I know it looks like I'm using a lot of product, but I promise y'all I'm not. Like, when I'm putting the powder, I am dabbing it on my palms just so like I don't use a lot, so I don't have that white cast. Now I'm going in with my powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is just the powder that I use for my face every single day. I'm just going in with a little bit. I am wiping away some of that powder from my face, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but I don't cream contour on an everyday basis. Like I said, this is a 10-minute makeup look. Like, I'm rushing, but I still want to look cute. Okay, I still want to look presentable. So I don't cream contour, but I am going in with my Black Radiance contour palette, and I am just adding just a little bit of contour on my nose. I usually cream contour on my nose, but like I said, we're in a rush, baby. Like, we gotta go, but we still want to look cute, but we gotta go. So I'm just doing what I can. So I'm just adding a little bit just to shape my nose. I do love a good snatched nose. I don't know if y'all noticed, like, in my makeup videos, but I do love a good snatched nose. So I just bring that up to my eyeshadow, and then I also bring it up on my nose as well. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on my face. Okay, so as y'all can see, I am still using that same Black Radiance palette. I am just going in with the brown shade in there just to give my eyes some definition. Because, you know, when you outline your brows, concealer gets on your eyes, and then sometimes you forget to set it, and then it ends up creasing. But I always make sure I set it and add a little bit of brown eyeshadow. Not a lot. Like I said, we're just trying to look cute, and we're just trying to look awake here. So as y'all can see, I didn't do a lot. I literally did just enough to make sure that I look awake. And then as y'all can see, I'm using that same brown color just to add a little bit of contour to my face. Literally, like, not even a lot. Like, you would never think that I even contoured my face, but I just add just a little bit so it could look like I did. And then I'm just dusting away my powder, and then I'm using the Real Techniques brush. I did get a set of these from Marshall's. It was like $6.99, but I know you can find the Real Technique brushes also on Amazon, and I do have some of them in my Amazon storefront as well. So I'm just adding a little bit of powder. Like I said, I do like a bright under eye, not too much, but just enough so I could look awake. And could we count how many times I said look awake in this video? Like, honestly, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm using my Master Chrome highlighter. This was recommended to me by Aaliyah J like a couple years ago, because I still watch her, and that's who I grew up watching when I first started doing makeup, and she put me onto this highlighter, and I'm not gonna say that's the only one I've been using, but that's the only drugstore highlighter that I feel like is good for everyday basis as well. And I believe this highlighter is like $7.99. It's very affordable, and you can probably find it at like Amazon, Walmart, CVS. And then I'm just blending out the eyeshadow along with the eyeliner, just so I don't have any like harsh lines. And then also I do put it on the bridge of my nose. Look at that glow. Okay, like, you can't tell me the glow ain't glowing. You can't tell me my nose is not looking snatched. Okay, and then of course, like, how could y'all think, what kind of blush do y'all think that I would be using if it wasn't my own? Of course I'm gonna go on with my very own blush palette. This is the Blush Me palette. It does come in 6 beautiful pink shades. They are very, very pigmented, and they do last all day. So if you guys like the blush that I am using, it is also from my cosmetic website, and I will also have that link below. How could we forget a bomb lip combo? Okay, today we're going to keep it simple, like I said, because it is every day. You don't want to do too much. So, of course, just line your lips with a brown lip pencil, lip liner, pretty much anything, like a brown eyeshadow. You can pretty much use anything. Makeup is art, okay? You can use anything and make anything work. So, I'm just going in with a brush just to buff out my lip liner, because I don't want that harsh I don't want that harsh brown line on my lip, if you guys know what I'm saying. So I'm just brushing it out just to make it even. And then I'm just using a little bit of concealer just to clean under my lips, because sometimes, lining your lips can get messy. I do recommend using eyeshadow, because sometimes the concealer could be too light, as y'all can see, and then you have to go in with another brush to blend it out, and sometimes that could be really tedious. So just to play it safe, I would just go ahead and use the same foundation that you used on your skin tone that matches you, and then you're not gonna have any problems. But as y'all can see, I had to go in with 2 other different brushes to blend it out, which is okay, but it all depends on preference. So now I'm using the color Cocoa. This is also from my cosmetic website. Look at that pigment, okay? This is like the perfect brown for fall. Like, this is honestly one of my favorite lip colors that I have. Even though I have like 9 other shades, but I always find myself using this one. I don't know what it is. I think it's because we're in fall, and this is like the prettiest brown that you can use for your lip combo. You can always mix it as well with other different colors. And then, of course, I'm going to go with a clear on top. And then the clear lip gloss is called Icy. This, like, just look at it. It literally blends in like butter. All I needed was one swatch of the brown one. And then I do like a glossy lip, so that's why y'all see me going back and adding a little bit more the clear, okay? So this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see you dolls in my next video. Bye. Love y'all.